Again, folks, let me get started here. Again, I'm Ansony Sieh, and this is the Hour of Politics. And we are doing a political analysis on the McGill Cummings debate challenge. Very recently, Nathaniel McGill threw a challenge to Mr. Alexander Cummings of the ANC slash chairman of the CPP. And his challenge is that he would like to debate uh, Mr. Cummings on national issues. According to Nathaniel McGill, governance is different from working as Coca-Cola at the executive level, where you don't get to see what goes on at the assembly lines. And when it comes to governance, it's an entirely different ball game. So McGill is challenging Mr. Alexander Cummings to come and debate him on governance issue. So my first question in this analysis is McGill serious or he just bluffing? What do you think? Is Nathaniel McGill serious about this challenge that he has thrown to Alexander Cummings for a national debate on governance issue? Is McGill serious? I would say yes. McGill is serious, and I don't think he is bluffing. Why do I believe that McGill is serious? McGill is serious for several reasons. Mr. Alexander Cummings has been around now, politically speaking. He ran and he still, maintains that ambition for the presidency. And of recent, he been using some tough political languages out there, throwing everything at the CDC, describing the CDC as incompetence, as corrupt, and everything you can think about. Alexander Cummings, who we know, who always hesitate to describe a government as corrupt, to go at anybody's character. This time around, he is not holding back. He is throwing punches. And these punches that, that Cummings is throwing, I think McGill is sensing that the punches are landing. And so his intention here is to diffuse the punches that Alexander Cummings is throwing at the CDC, at the presidency. And you have to understand now, who is Nathaniel McGill? Who is Nathaniel McGill, first of all, before he will be purporting or wanting a debate with Alex Cummings? Who is McGill? Don't forget, whatever you think of McGill, McGill is an embodiment of the CDC. McGill is also a direct representative of the government. He represents the president in every respect. The man is the Minister for Presidential Affairs and Chief of Office Staff. In other words, he is the Chief Administrator for the country. He represents the President of the Republic of Liberia. He's a confidant of President Weah. And you know that McGill and even friends and folks in the CDC, they know that President Weah, it is not his area to go into any debate, least to talk about a national debate on governance issue. That is not President Weah's strength. The people in the CDC know it. Everybody knows it. And so this has been a political dent on Weah's political resume, and also more like a manus on the side of this government and the CDC. Now that elections are nearing, McGill is thinking, look, we have to find a way to remove this cloud of our leader, meaning President Weah, of the CDC, and off the back of our government, that we are not ready and prepared for a debate. And so that's why he said, you know what? Cummings might seem promising, or Cummings might think that he got something going here. So the best thing to do here is to challenge him into a debate and see whether he will fall for it. And then maybe by doing so, or debating Cummings, we will be able to erase this cloud that been hanging around, the president, that he cannot go into debate. Because if McGill goes to a debate with Ellis Cummings and he succeeds in holding Cummings to the neck in a debate, then the issue is that, whoa, Cummings can debate McGill and that President Weah, maybe he wants to debate, or the fact that McGill is a direct representative of President Weah. If McGill holds a ground in a debate with Cummings, it will equally mean that means the president now has been able to designate somebody to represent him in the national debate with a major opposition figure. So in that case, maybe the ground now will be level. Maybe that is McGill's strategy. But here, I will be able to provide more analysis as we go forward. So that is McGill. He's a direct representative. He's an embodiment of the CDC. And so if he goes into a debate with Mr. Cummings, it means that, or it is equally as saying, oh, President Weah has debated Ellis Cummings. It might be indirect, but that is the message, I think, or that is the goal of McGill here. But let me progress. The other question here is, should McGill be asking for a debate? Should a McGill be asking for a debate at this time? Well, I said maybe not. Yes, maybe not. Maybe McGill should not be asking for a debate. So let me provide some reason why I said maybe not. Maybe not because if you look at the past election, it is a fact that President Weah did not show up to debate. But their argument was President Weah does not need no debate. He's the choice of the people. He's the one the people want. They see him as the change agent. So going into a debate is a waste of time, right? So President Weah did not show up to a debate. Mr. Ellis Cummings, to his credit, he went for the debate. He participated in the debate. If you ask our friends in the ANC, they will argue that he did excellent at the debate, and I agree. I mean, showing up to the debate and engaging the issues, that was an astounding performance on his side. So my point is that McGill is saying that he wants a debate, and I'm saying maybe he should not be asking for a debate at this time, because when the CDC makes the case that debate was not necessary, they end up winning the election. So technically speaking, the CDC wants the hearts and minds of the Liberian people in the national debate that were going on for the presidency at the time. So now that McGill is a direct representative, he's the chief administrator of our country, he should be focusing on governance issue right now. McGill should be thinking about how to fight corruption. McGill should be thinking about how to empower young people. McGill should be thinking about how they can grow the economy. He and Samuel Twe and other people, that is what should be their goal right now. But to be asking for a debate with a major opposition leader suggests that these guys, maybe they are worried about the punches that Cummings is throwing out there. And the only way they think they can best counter all that is to go into a debate with Cummings. But I'm saying to you, maybe not. Maybe they should be focusing on governance. There are so many things happening in the country. People are hurting. The economy is bad. I think McGill should be putting all his time in it. But to this question, that is, which is, should McGill be asking for a debate? I'm also saying, why not? Why not? Is McGill not a Liberian? Is McGill not a politician? Is McGill not a direct representative of CDC? So why not ask for a debate? Why not ask for a debate with Ellis Cummings, who wants to be president? Why not? Folks, why not is what I'm telling you. Why not ask for a debate with Ellis Cummings? Ellis Cummings wants to be president. Nathaniel McGill is a de facto president. Believe it or not, he is a de facto president. He represents the CDC. He represents The president, he is a representative of the Liberian government. Cummings wants to be head of the Liberian government. He wants to be a president. And so I'm saying, why not? Is McGill not a Liberian to ask for a debate from a major or opposition or leader or figure? Why not? Is there anything wrong with this man? Whatever you think of McGill, right? He's a Liberian. He's part of our national disco. I agree. We can say, oh, there's so much incompetence, there's so much corruption. Uh, the government is bad. This is the worst government I have seen in my entire life in terms of performance. I can say that every day. So that should not exclude McGill, who carries so much responsibility in terms of governance, to ask for a debate from an individual who holds an opposite opinion about the country and the direction the country is going. And here's the thing too, though. Why is McGill asking for this debate? Why is McGill asking for this debate? That is the other question we need to ask. McGill is asking for this debate because McGill thinks, he feels, he believes that the government is doing well. Do you think McGill, do you see him to be this person who is not logical at all? He might be in a different planet. He might be on a different planet right now. He might be clouded with power. Power might have entered his head. He must have, lost consciousness about the reality of the day. But make no mistake, McGill feels this government is doing well. If McGill did not have this feeling, this belief that his government is doing well, he will not be asking for a debate. And so here is the deal. Why Mr. Cummings can't accept the debate? But before I come to why Mr. Cummings should not or can't accept the debate, let me go further to tell you why McGill wants the debate. McGill wants the debate because McGill believes, he feels, and knows in his mind that his government, their government, is doing extremely well. How do I know? Look at the names that are being ascribed to the president. He's the feminist in chief when it comes to women issue. Even though we know that this is a major party in Liberia that failed to feed a single female candidate. Yet, if you ask people in the CDC, they will tell you they maintain that President Weah is a feminist in chief, that he supports women issue, he stands with women more than any other president Liberia has ever had. They will tell you that. When it comes to even development, what name do they call President Weah when it comes to roads? They say he the bad road medicine. McGill believe President Weah is the bad road medicine. They credit President Weah for a military hospital, even though all the hospitals in our country are failing. If you watch platforms that are in the corner of the government that support the government, like what's his name, Gilman, why Michael Gilman platform? It's a pro-government platform. When you listen to that platform, what do you hear? You hear all the good things about the government. They display pictures. They display images of rows of homes or houses that the government building. They celebrate loans that are being approved either from the World Bank or IMF, loans from the USAID, loans from other governments. They will celebrate all the things. And these are the platforms McGill listening to. So these people believe that they are doing extremely well. That is why McGill is asking for a debate. Listening to the brother Prince Sharif show. Nothing is wrong with this government. Absolutely nothing. Everything with this government, according to platforms that support the government, everything is just absolutely perfect. Even though the CDC, one of its founding chairmen, I heard, said that he's going to kill himself if he's not offered a job. McGill knows this, but yet he's asking for a debate. It is because McGill believes that the CDC is doing extremely well. That is why he is asking for a debate. So, folks, I'm saying to you, yes, McGill can ask for a debate. That is his right. He's a Liberian. He carries so much power. He is at the presidency. So I would think that Mr. Cummings should have accepted the challenge to debate McGill. But before I can come to that, let me tell you what was Cummings' response. Was there anything in Cummings' response that was politically biting at all? According to Cummings' response, he said, for he dismissed Nathaniel McGill, referred to him as a chief of office staff. And, you know, it's almost like saying, oh, this guy is nobody. He's nothing. He's just a bad bug to the president. But I think Cummings is wrong. Nathaniel McGill, I'm not defending him here. Whatever you think of him, I said here and I continue to say, this guy carries so much power. This guy is a de facto president. This guy is an embodiment of the CDC and President Weah. This guy represents the Liberian government as the executive branch. That's the head of government. The president is the head of the government. Many of you know George Weah. And you know that George Weah, when it comes to debate, he's not there. Maybe the CDC, the hierarchies, they met and they discussed that, you know what, this whole cloud that always hanging on our man, that he can debate, and they too, you know, accepting the reality that it is not George Weah area to go into a national debate, make a decision that, you know, maybe let designate somebody to debate Cummings. To debate Cummings. Maybe when that person debate Cummings, and if that person beats Cummings, or if that person holds Cummings to his neck in a debate, the whole idea that the CDC is not interested in national debates as they did in 2017 during the presidential election time or campaign, maybe they will be able to diffuse that. So as a result, they have decided that let McGill go and challenge Cummings. Maybe they are looking at Omen Bwaka for 3 years from now might not be able to have the political stamina to compete. And so they're looking at the CPP, maybe they see Cummings. Because Cummings' language now has changed. He's sounding tougher now. He's using a tough political language. He's punching like a typical Liberian politician. And so maybe they see some political energy on Cummings' side. So what is the strategy? Throw a bait out there. Maybe he will fall for it. And then when we get that opportunity, when we hold our ground, this notion, the political cloud, that the CDC has no interest in no presidential debate or national debate on a major platform whatsoever, will be taken off our back. And then we will be able to have face in terms of the political discourse. So that was the calculation of the CDC. That is how McGill came up and threw the bet. So what would be my advice to Cummings? Cummings, you have taken it. But to look at McGill and diminish him and say, oh, if he wanted a debate, sometime we were on the plane, why he didn't come to me personally to debate? Cummings, really? You guys flying on a plane, you think that's the time to go into a national debate? When was the last time people had a national debate that the audience, the Liberian people, that all of you want to represent, how will we be able to see it? It got to be on a major platform for Liberians to be able to see it. So to just say that, oh, you should have called me, we're on the same plane, that's a cheap political shot. It doesn't stick at all. It does not stick. But Cummings, to his credit, in his response to McGill's challenge, he said some things that are true. But again, I call those cheap political shots that won't take him anywhere. That the government should be focusing on governance issue. Liberian people are getting poorer. That is true. I agree with that 100%. They should be addressing the issue of prices in the country. Yes, those are the things McGill should be focusing on. And McGill should not be going here and there to want to debate. But Cummings got to understand, you are in a political theater here. When you come in the theater as a political actor, you should be able to play. And one of the best ways you can play is to show your strength in a national debate. So I would think that Cummings is missing an opportunity here. So here's the thing. What will happen if Cummings goes into a debate with McGill? The national narrative, the political narrative is on the side of the opposition. How do I know? Look at the economy. The Liberian economy is not working. Look at the inflation rate around 30%. Somebody told me 31. Look at the current budget right now that they just released. In the current budget, I saw something I laughed. They have youth rehabilitation center. You know what the budget is? 1,000 United States dollars. That is a political ammunition right there for Cummings. Look at the budget again. How much they allotted for the office of the president in this time when leaders are not traveling? $10 million for President Weah's office. When President Weah cannot travel right now, all he does is sit in his office. There's information that President Weah does not even go to his office anymore. But yet, there is a $10 million that has been budgeted. Look at the prices of basic commodity on the market. Folks, prices continue to skyrocket. When we had took over a couple of rolls around $25, now around $40 to $50. Everything price in the country increased. When President Weah took over, I think a gallon of gasoline was around 250. Right now, at some point, it went to 400, 500, in some places 700. It might have come down now because, the gasoline crisis has stabilized. But if you look at where it was when he took over and what it is now, it would be a 50% increase. The same can be said about every basic commodity in the country. I'm saying this to say that the political narrative is on the side of the opposition. Bad economy, news of corruption that has clouded the government. The government is not trusted. The people are suffering. Transportation is on the increase from Nicru Town all the way to downtown. Some people paying around $100. Some people have to ride keke and all that. So if you look at all the political variable, the narrative on the side of the CPP, the opposition. So why will Cummings not pick up those ammunition and go into a debate and destroy McGill? Cummings just gave a major speech. In that major speech, Cummings keeps swinging all over the place, throwing punches at the government. Incompetence. When it came to women issue, he went after the president. When it came to the economy, he went after the president. He threw tough punches. Punches that we have never heard from Alexander Cummings since he started his political career. So this has given the opposition hope that, okay, this is the Cummings we've been waiting for. My friends in the ANC, maybe they say, okay, this is the Cummings they've been waiting for. We analyzed the speech. I took the position that Cummings' speech was the best political speech ever he has given, and one of the best speeches ever given in Liberian political history. I said that because the language in there was tough enough. He described the problem. He crucified the government on the issues. And that's what a political leader, an opposition political leader would do. It is not your place to sing praises to the government. They got people to do that. They get platforms that are doing that. So your responsibility to go after them on the facts and on the issue and use the language that would describe the prevailing perception that is in the country. And Cummings was able to capture that. So why not go into a debate? And he gave this speech in his comfort zone when people from his political ranks and file had gathered, when their supporters have gathered. That was when he gave the speech. Go in a zone that is not comfortable enough or on the neutral ground, a level playing field, and deliver in a debate. Mr. Cummings, when you do that, you will establish yourself, you will boost your political muscles, and people will begin to start taking you serious. Politics in Liberia is different. No diplomatic politics. You have to be a tough guy. You play tough guy in that speech. You have even started playing Mr. Tough Guy, and the speech was a climax. You want to be on that trajectory. What could have been a much better opportunity than to debate a McGill who represents nothing but everything about President Weah? I repeat, what could have been a much better opportunity for you to debate a McGill who represents nothing but everything about President Weah? Did you not see that McGill was sent on a mission yet by the folks in the CDC to challenge you into a debate? If I were in your position, Mr. Cummings, I would take that bait. I would go into a debate. I would ask all the majors or television stations to carry a live. And I will go at McGill with all the information that you have to your disposal. Go and defeat McGill. Send a sharp wave to the CDC so that these people can stop calling you baby police and all that they call you. Show your strength. But amen. Our friends in the ANC will say, oh, don't go down to a level. Don't go to the gutter. You are such a big man. You are a better man. Don't do that. Really, folks? Really? So it's coming trying to confirm this narrative about him that he's so good for only the presidency. Is that what Cummings is confirming here? By turning this opportunity, what I describe as an opportunity down, when Cummings was asked, hey, can you serve, can you run for the Senate? He said, no, the only place I will make much impact is at the presidency. Yes, I agree with that. We know Liberian politics. The only way you can make a much better impact in your country, a much better impact politically, is when you are a president, because the presidency carries so much power. That is so true. So I agree with Cummings. But that does not mean you can't start from somewhere. Are you so good, so better, so special that you can be a senator? That is the narrative now the CDC has, kind of branded Cummings into. That this guy, the only thing he wants is the presidency. I would think Cummings will look at Darius DeLong. DeLong was a political nobody. He started as a bag boy for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. He served as chief of staff, I understand, to, I think, Snow, and also, I also learned that he served as chief of staff to Joel Howard Taylor when she was a senator as well. DeLong was also a bad boy to Councillor Bruskin. He served in all these capacities. DeLong started his podcast and he started gaining prominence. He started talking about the national issues. And then the opportunity came. And then he jumped into the race for the Senate. And then DeLong will go on to win. The most popular politician today in Liberia, who has some respect and some credibility. I'm not saying DeLong is injured yet, don't get me wrong. I think DeLong was wrong for taking that $40,000 car. He ate his own words on that. I think DeLong was wrong for taking that $6,500. I think he undermined his little credibility that he was gaining. So I'm not saying DeLong is the most credible guy yet. But if you look at people in the Senate, DeLong is smartly positioning himself as being a different person. And that is how DeLong was able to win the minds of the Liberian people and won. He went at the CDC in every respect on national issues. That's what he did. And he won the seat. Today, everybody is talking about DeLong. DeLong now has submitted a bill. DeLong is a national candidate. There are people who are even telling DeLong that a Senator DeLong should win re-election. The next thing he should do is to run for the presidency. People are telling him that. And I'm using my political lenses. I see that. This man is positioning himself in every respect. He carries himself in a much better way than all of our senators combined. Why you think he gained all that political muscles? Why you think he gained all that political relevance? Why you think he carries so much power today? Because he occupies a political position that has significance and he's using it as his advantage. But you ask Cummings, can you run for the Senate? Say, oh, I just won't be president. I just won't be president. So the ruling government continue to prosecute Cummings. This is similar to his decision not to debate McGill. I will debate McGill and destroy him. Because when you do that, it shows the humility that he projects. If you look at Cummings, he projects a humble character. A person with that physical projection in terms of humility will execute it in every respect by every opportunity that comes away. Don't look at McGill as an individual. He's a representative of the government. So he represents the president. Go to a debate with this guy and establish yourself. When you do that, ANC now will come behind you. The opportunity you have right now as the head of the CPP, it should not be an opportunity to be seen as the almighty and so good and see yourself as a demigod that you can't go down. Leaders will always go down. Oh, Cummings, will you only go down when you want the vote of the Zogos? Will you only go to West Point when you want the vote? Will you only go to Nicrutown? Will you only go to Grand Jida and go everywhere because you want vote? Yes, I'm saying you can do that. But what you can also do is to debate individuals in the government who are in control of the governance system of our country. When you go to political battle with these guys and you defeat them using the pins and the reality that the masses are facing, when you show up to a debate as an advocate for the people in the slum community and you win that debate, you put the people behind you. That is the kind of humility I would think a Cummings would demonstrate. That's how you get the people behind you. But I see my friends in the ANC, oh, and when McGill won debate, let him prosecute it. I agree. They must persecute individuals who are responsible for the corruption in our country. Corruption has undermined our national existence for so long. It has undermined development in every respect. Liberians are beggars today, something that Cummings talk about. Liberians are poorer today, something that Cummings talk about. Go into a debate with McGill, use these pieces of information and destroy him. And put the people behind you. Look at Yaka Koluba. Who is Yaka Koluba as an individual? I'm not trying to dismiss the brother, but who is Yaka Koluba compared to Alexander Cummings? In terms of education, in terms of substance, in terms of standing, financially, who is Yaka Koluba? This is no disrespect to Yaka. He's a human being who I respect for who he is, even though I disagree completely with his language. But if you compare he and Cummings, somebody will say he's nobody. I'm not saying Koluba is nobody, but if you look at them, but Yake Koluba, despite who he is, because he is a representative, even the lowest of Yeke Koluba, which is to insult, carries so much weight. That's why he's being hailed by people in the opposition. That is why he's being hailed. So Mr. Cummings would rather go with Yeke Koluba on a county tour or a nationwide tour from county to county. Why? It's not only because Yeke is insulting. It is because Yeke occupies a political slot. Political slot comes with political capital. So whatever you do has more significance. So Cummings decided to go with Yeke Koluba. Why you think Yeke didn't go with anybody that no one knows? He went with Yeke. Yeke is a sitting representative. The government has tried everything to bring this guy down to salary. It can't work because he occupies a political slot. I guarantee you, if DeLong were not in the race, if Yeke had jumped in the race, the CPP will be hoping for a victory still. With Yeke, they will still be hoping for a victory. Why? Because as a representative, he stands for something. He's at the neck of President Weah. He's at the neck of the government. Even though his language is preposterous, but he's at the neck of the government. Folks, so Cummings needed to go to this debate, destroy McGill, establish himself, because he has everything at his disposal to do so much damage to McGill in the debate. So yeah, McGill is serious about the debate. Cummings should have taken that bet, but he didn't do it. I don't know why. So yes, to answer your question, McGill is wanting a debate with Cummings because McGill believes the government is doing extremely well. That is his belief. They will show you pictures of homes. They will show you pictures of roads. They will tell you they are paying people on time. They will tell you they're getting loan from USAID, from World Bank, from here and there. They will tell you that. They will wear their barrel. He will show up in a black or suit, all right, propose suit with black Senegal, with his stomach shooting. And Samuel Tua will be right beside him. And they will pose proudly for a picture. You remember the song that the CDC sang the other day? You don't have the money to defeat us. You don't have the money to defeat us. You don't have the money to defeat us. You are wasting your time. Take that song from your mouth, Cummings. Who are the supporters of Mr. Alexander Cummings? Where are the supporters of the CPP? Take that song from your mouth. You don't have the will to defeat or Cummings, go to a debate. Go to a debate. Stop giving the flimsy excuses about focus on governance and here and there. If this guy even focus on governance, don't you think they have been trying their best? This is their best. This is absolutely their best, Mr. Cummings. These guys believe they are focusing on governance to the letter. This is their best. And you know their best is as poor as anybody can imagine. So why not go and debate these guys who are poor, who are politically malnourished when it comes to government or governance? Why you can't go and debate them? These guys just branded you as a Coca-Cola seller. From, what's the guy named, the first presidential press secretary, Sam Manning. When Cummings tried to give a recommendation to the government, he said, let Cummings shut up, let him go and sell Coca-Cola. McGill repeated the same thing. So let this Coca-Cola guy go to battle. Let him go to a political debate and destroy McGill and take this muff talk from their mouth that he's a Coca-Cola guy. He doesn't go to the assembly line. He doesn't go to the production side. All he does is sit in a big office. People bring all the numbers to him and say, okay, send a number in our favor. We establishing another center right there. He has no part to play in the construction and all these things. Take it from their mouth. Go to a debate. Beat them on government issues. You say they don't manage the $16 billion. They stole the $16 billion, right? That's the accusation. The $25 million. Go to a debate and say these things. Or you say, oh, that guy is nobody. What do you mean he's nobody? He's a Liberian like yourself. He is your country or your nation chief administrator. He is the representative of the government, of the president. This is a strategy by the CDC. So, Mr. Cummings, you know that President Weah will not go to a national debate. He will not. The CDC knows it. McGill knows it. Twelve knows it. Akaros know. All these guys know it. So the strategy is simple. Let McGill go and debate him. Because McGill represents the president in every respect. So why would you not want to take the debate, Mr. Cummings? Folks in cyberspace, you are watching the Hour of Politics. I'm your guy, Ansony Sieh. My topic, the McGill-Cummings debate. I'm doing a political analysis. Very soon, I will be opening my phone lines, and I will be also reading for comment. I will be reading some comments when time permit me. So let me come to my note here. Let me come to Cummings a little more. The Cummings respond, bite, anything politically I said that's nothing. The Cummings makes an opportunity, yes, Cummings makes an opportunity to show his political muscles. So the thing here is that what each of these two individuals stand to gain. Assuming Cummings, has accepted the debate, what will each of these two individuals gain, if any? What will Cummings gain? What will McGill gain? What will the government gain? So if Cummings has accepted, the first thing that was going to be gained here is that the Cummings-McGill debate was going to be possible. Imagine, folks, imagine the political euphoria it would have created. Imagine how each side would be going home, how it would have united. You people not thinking politically. Do you know how it would have united the CPP? Everybody who have gotten beyond Cummings, those who even have a reservation, they don't like McGill politically because of what they know, that he's incompetent, the government is corrupt, they're not delivering for our people. So whether or not they have one issue here and there with Cummings, the fact that Cummings has accepted the debate, everybody was going to go beyond Cummings. The CPP will have become more united than ever before because now they have their leader, their representative, going into a debate against the opponent, meaning the government. Did you think about that? You guys are playing with politics here, man. If you don't know this game, start giving excuses. Go into your political war room. Strategize. Think. What these guys trying to accomplish? What do we stand to gain here? If Cummings has accepted the debate, that was one of the things he would have gained from the CPP, from the Liberian people that are hurting. He will have united everybody against this government because of the bad government that we have today, because of the hardship in the country. All those people was going to go behind Cummings because they know that McGill and this government responsible for their suffering. That's why they believe. That's why they know. And we should believe them. So yes, it will have united the CPP. It will have united the opposition. That was what Cummings was going to gain. A unified CPP. Even Bernard Europe will watch that debate. He will be wishing Cummings a victory. Even Mr. Costa will be wishing Cummings a victory. Don't forget how Mr. Costa went after Cummings the other time. That I will fight you. I will do this. Well, later on, he backed down. But some of you that are your hero there, you know. But I respect Costa for his stand. I just disagree with his language. I think he's a fine Liberian. But I'm saying it would have put Costa more in CPP corner behind Cummings. And then Joseph Newman Boaka are going to say, my son is going into a political debate. He will be watching. Based on his performance, he could say, you know what, I've seen something in this young man. So in the CPP, the consensus that we talk about in terms of deciding candidates, when Cummings myself go in the room and say, Cummings, you show me your juice. So now let the old man retire. Maybe Cummings or Joseph Newman Waka are going to say, you know what, let's do it this way. We'll go to the election. I'll be the head. But after we win, maybe 1 year after I resign, you take over. Because you have shown me leadership. That's what Cummings will have gained from a debate with McGill, folks. That is what he will have gained. Unity. A unified CPP. Liberians who are hurting, we have followed Alexander Cummings and the CPP. Because Cummings was going into the debate to echo the pains of the Liberian people. He was going to carry the cries of the Liberian people against a government that the people view today as being their oppressors, as being responsible for their suffering, for the higher prices, for the corruption in the country. That is why Cummings will have gained, folks. And my friend in the ANC, why Cummings going to debate with that guy? Let the guy focus on government issue. You are not thinking strategically. Politics is about debate. It's not a physical warfare. Debate on the issues. So when you have an opportunity, if you are an intellectual, if you want to be a politician, if I walk on the University of Liberia campus right now, if they recognize me as want to debate, I'll say yes. Let's debate the issue. Let's debate the issue. That is why at the time I disagree with the soup guys when what's his name? Taplado or Zolizo went on the campus and they're chasing around. They should have invited him to a debate on the political palaver hall on LU campus and debate the issue and destroy this man in the debate. But you're chasing the man around, as though as a Liberian, he does not have the right to go on his alma mater. That was very foolish. And we all need to desist from that behavior. Let us be prepared always to debate the issue, as I'm doing right now. Void of insult, responsible conversation. You can put your passion in it, but the respect must be outstanding. You should be sound in your mind with no malice whatsoever. Don't be obey, blaming the whole Southeast as being bad people just because two presidents came from the Southeast and he felt that they were all bad people. It's like this guy is saying a family of 100 persons. If he had bad experience with two, all the family are bad. All the family members are bad. That is illogical thinking. An educated man will not make that kind of guess. Folks, Cummings will have gained a lot. He will have unified the CPP. That is what he would have gained from a debate with McGill. He will have boosted his political muscles and increased his political standing in the country. The other leaders in the CPP who have presidential ambition, who have gained so much respect for him. And the respect for him was not going to be about his pockets. It was going to be about his political ability in debating the issues. He would have confirmed everything he said in that speech that he just delivered. Because he was just in your comfort zone. Anybody can write a tall speech and show up and read it and walk away. When was the last time Cummings had a major press conference where you have Jonathan Lando interviewing him? When was the last time he went on a pro-government platform? Why can't he go on Michael Gaiman's show? Why can't he go there? Why can't he call preacher and say, I want to be on your show? And tell him all these things you guys say not true. No, folks. You can't be in your comfort zone and say, oh, I'm too important. Those people, these people are your fellow Liberians. Whatever you think about sedition, Darius Dillon won because sedition also voted for him. Do you not know that? Hello, folks. The economy that is bad today is hurting even sedition the worst. So anybody who comes to the play to represent their pains and their hopes, who speaks to their frustration, they will vote for you. The best way to do is to go to the debate. It is not only one at a time you show on here and there. No. So Cummings will have gained something. Another thing Cummings will have gained, after winning that debate, that means Cummings has defeated President we are in a debate. That's why we have met. So you will say, but the other day I beat your man McGill, and McGill, quote unquote, the fact that he expressed and wanting a debate with Cummings is that he got some level of confidence in himself, right? Has President we are ever asked for a debate? At least to talk about him wanting to go to one? No. So if Cummings has gone to the debate and beat McGill, it means that he has beat we are. I mean, he has beaten we are. Yes, that's why it would have meant that he, would have beaten President we are in a debate. But he turned it down. That was a missed opportunity on the part of Mr. Alexander Cummings. And so all these cheap shots, supporters of the CPP and ANC saying, oh, the man can't go to the gutter, he can't go to that man's a low line, this, that. Stop it. Stop that nonsense. You are entitled to your view, but I'm entitled to mine. Stop that nonsense. Cummings should have accepted that debate, destroy that guy in the debate, unify the CPP behind him, boost the political muscle, and move forward. So that the guys in the CDC can respect him. I think they don't have respect for him on the issue politically. Some of them describe him as a foreigner. In Liberian politics, they describe him as a foreigner. Can you imagine if Cummings had contested to be senator and have won Maryland County, and he come out to say, as senator, I will only take $1 as my pay. If Cummings have said, I'm only taking $1, just $1 as my pay, do you know how much that would have done for him? This is Darius Dillon saying, I only want 5,000. See how popular he is today. People even want him to run for president. Just for that. Hello, folks. This is Dillon saying, I only want 5,000. The rest of the money, I give it to my constituents. Today, he's a national candidate. How much more if a Cummings has humbled himself, go to Maryland County, contest as a senator, win, tell the people I only want $1, stay in Maryland County, be in the house, exposing everything that's going on, coming to the microphone and telling the Liberian people what is going on wrong in that Senate, and holding the government accountable. as a senator who takes only $1 for pay, you have surpassed even the Lord, folks. He failed to do it. He always want to be at the top of the ticket. But Cummings said, whoever becomes the candidate of the CP will support that person. But he wants to be on top of the candidate, the ticket. All right. So, folks, look at that. So he missed that opportunity of becoming senator to establish himself politically. If I were advising Cummings, do it. Take $1 for your pay. People really know and believe. Our friends in his ANC tell us that Mr. Cummings has some money. I believe it. He's a business guy. I will investing small money. I get late $5. How much will somebody that work at that level? So he got some money. So you don't need pay from the government. Work in the government, take $1 or take 1 cent. No one can bribe you. You're not going to take no brown envelope. They bring brown envelope. Expose it. Hey man, do you know how much good that would have done, Mr. Cummings? But you blew that one. And now a McGill asking you for a debate, and you say, oh, you should have asked for the debate when we're on a plane. That on a plane, people can debate. That cheap shot. Yes, the government should be focusing on the Liberian people. Yeah, the government is making the people hungry. Yes, the government is making the people poorer. But, my brother, the best you could have done was to go to that debate and destroy this guy and gain relevance, politically speaking, on the issue. There are even folks in the Unity Party that despise Cummings' political skills. Have you forgotten the little feud that started between Mr. Cummings and Urate? Have you forgotten that, folks? Hello? Because the thing Cummings is not that guy. The thing Cummings does not have that political gravitas in terms of Liberian politics. So Cummings need an opportunity, that which McGill has given him. Seize it and use it to your advantage. And tell your critics that you are not who they think you are in terms of politics. You go and just blow it like that. No, Mr. Cummings, I think you missed an opportunity. But folks, the program you are watching is Focus on Liberia. It's the hour of politics here at Focus on Liberia. So what will the debate do for Cummings? What would the debate have done for Cummings? I think I started answering that. So it would have eliminated the higher up man syndrome that this man is so good, quote unquote. It would have also eliminated that he's only good for the presidency. If he had debated a man, I mean, Cummings can go anywhere and do anything. It's not the presidency he wants. He can go anywhere. And it is a path. Like I talked to you earlier, DeLon started as a bad boy to Ellen, chief of officer, Joel Howard Taylor. I heard about Edwin Snow. You know, he was bad boy. I'm not saying Cummings could go be bad boy now. He passed that stage. But he can take a political slot like Yeke, like DeLon, in the House of Legislature and have a political standing in the country. He blew that. But then the debate king, take the debate. That's what legislators do. That's what politicians do. They debate the issue. They advocate for the people they want to represent as president, or the people they want to lead as president. They go to a battle on the issue and debate their opponent, defeat their opponent, and then establish themselves as the man of the people. Being man of the people, and now you are your party headquarters in reading speech. Mama Mono can do that. Does he have any relevance? Hello? Mama Mono can read speech. Does he have any relevance? The guy who with the leak audio and sell all kinds of things. I don't care what kind of press conference he will have at CDC headquarters. It carries no substance. The only people that will say hallelujah to that are seditions. So it's the same way. You go to your party headquarters, Mr. Cummings, whoever you are, Whether it's Costa, whether it's Benin Ure, whether it's Bwaka, you go to your party headquarters, you read a speech, you are only pandering to your folks, your base. To get more political capital, you got to go out there, man. It would have given him the DeLong style momentum. They don't want a game so powerful and all that. Folks, this is a political analysis on the McGill-Cummings debate challenge. I'm saying to you, I think Mr. Cummings should have accepted the debate. So, but here's the thing. The whole debating here, are these guys basically wasting our time here with the debating? When was the last time we saw a debate, the presidential election, that was a debate there? Just one single debate? All the candidates didn't show up there. Right now, as we speak, the CDC just had a primaries, right? The very McGill men that asked him for debate today. CDC just had a primary in Monserrado County. They have, I think, 3 candidates. Sir Joseph making it 3. Why did they not give us a debate that could have been carried live by one of those television stations for us to see on Facebook, where Sir Joseph debating the other candidates? The CDC gave us a debate. They were just passing around here, and had their primary, right? So the CDC too does not have any debate. No. Primaries where you have 4 or 5 candidates, there must be a debate. The candidates must debate the issue before the primaries, giving the constituents, the voters, the opportunity to decide on the issues. And it's now who president we are, likes or dislikes. They didn't give for that. But that comes to the CPP. Is the CPP of any different? Absolutely not. I'm just hoping. My friend Fubu Henrins is running. He's a CPP member. Jean Salisa Dibana is running. He is a CPP member. My understanding that he's from the Liberty Party. Will they give us a debate? I believe there will be other candidates in that district. Will the CPP give us a debate? Will they? I look forward to that. So we can criticize the CDC for not offering us any debate during a primary day debate. Those of us who are in America here, this going election, the Democrats, the Republicans, they have about 24, 16 candidates or more. The Democrats too, they have so many candidates. They have primaries that just ended. Now, Joe Biden now is the candidate for the Democrats. There were about almost 20 candidates, if I'm not mistaken. They went to a debate. Joe Biden will have said, "Oh man, who doesn't know Joe?" As ever, former vice president, I'm going to no debate. He submitted himself to a debate. That was primary, folks. We were talking about 16 candidates fighting for one position. They went into a debate. CDC didn't have debate in Monserrado County. It's like the job pay, hand pay Sir Joseph. And the same was done in the rest of the counties. This is a disgrace to Liberian politics. Cummings, had he gone for the debate, who has put himself above all this nonsense that people escaping debate. They're criticizing Joshua for escaping debate. You escaping a debate with McGill. Why you can't debate the man and slaughter him politically? Why you can't do that? You running away from the debate, you throwing cheap political shot here and there. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. So the CPP too, there's no debate. We're hearing about candidates here and there. We're hearing about one way in Nimba. Is he the only person on the CPP ticket that wants to be in Nimba? Or there are other people in the very CPP that have interest? I want to see a debate of the candidates in a primary. All the political institutions. But these people are not doing it. And Cummings, who is coming now, projecting himself as the alternative from the Alternative National Congress, ANC. Look at the party name, Alternative. Liberia, there is no political debate. The man comes from the Alternative National Congress. He cannot submit himself to a debate. I will submit myself to debate to anybody. and defeat that person and show to the Liberian people the Cummings they don't know. But Cummings, he beat it. So if you can't debate now, the presidential debate time you want to debate, so people say, oh, they may only want to debate when it comes to the presidency. It will be a confirmation that Cummings' interest is to just be president, and he can't be president, nothing else. So he only goes to presidential debate. It's the same. He doesn't go to no opposite pro-government plan. Go to all the platform, Mr. Cummings. Answer the questions. And that can be said about any other candidate. But I'm saying Cummings now because my topic here is the McGill-Cummings debate challenge. Folks, we need to get serious here. All right. Let me see here quickly. Focus on Liberia here, the hour of politics. I'm Ansony Sieh, your guy. Let me see if I can open my phone line here quickly. For those of you who have been following the broadcast here, stay with us. It is about time we open our phone lines to make sure that you have your say so that you can evaluate my expose, whether I was on point or not, whether you have some criticism, whether you disagree with me. That's the essence of a, of the national conversation. People need to be challenged. Oh, there's no phone call. What's wrong with you people? Place your phone calls. I'm here to take them. Nobody has called yet. Come on, folks. Are you escaping from the debate like Mr. Cummings? Is that what you're doing, folks? Come on. Come and debate the issue. I'm here. I'm waiting. There's no phone call? All right. Since there's no phone call, let me do this quickly. Let me read some comments. Send no phone call. I read some comments and I wrap it up here. Time is already fast spent. You guys have made it easy for me. Many of you are playing Cummings who ran away from the debate. Why would anybody want to run away from the national debate when you want to be president? When you want to represent your people, you're running away from the debate. And you know that's what some of you doing here. Nobody want to call and debate the issue. The ANC folks that were all over the place, I expect you to be here. I disagree with you. I'm telling you, Cummings, you are accepted the debate, and I gave you numerous reasons what it would have done for him and the CPP. I propose here. Where are the ANC folks? Come. Place your phone call. Let's talk. All right, let me read this one. James Cartwright, Brother Ansony, I agree that Mr. Cummings should rather debate President Weah rather than Mr. McGill. I totally disagree with you. Disagree with your analysis. Thank you, my brother, for the disagreement there. That's how it should be. Come here and disagree on the issue. God is with me, Collie. The debate makes no sense at all. McGill can't. Now they can't debate ADD. Then you want him to go debate Cummings. So what McGill can debate Cummings? Or what Cummings can debate McGill? Cummings is so good. He's so perfect. Is he Jesus? Is he your God? You see what we do to our leaders? He's too good to debate McGill. What kind of nonsense is that? It is a right to say he doesn't want to debate. Don't get me wrong. But for you, the supporter, to say that he's too good to debate McGill, it is preposterous. And you people need to stop that. These people that want to represent you, they need to be tested. Can't talk about he's too good to debate McGill. What makes him too good? What makes Cummings too good to debate McGill? What makes him too good? I just outlined to you what he would have gained by doing so. He would have unified the CPP behind him, the whole opposition bloc. He can't tell you he's too good to debate McGill. Who is he? Is he so good? Is he better than any human being? He's not better than your very self. If the man wants to represent you, if the man should earn your vote, he must be tested in every respect. And you say, yeah, the man. So you're giving him a free pass. Jesus Christ, Liberians. Oh my God. No wonder why our country is like this. McGill has nothing to lose, and Cummings has all to lose. What? Cummings has all to lose? McGill is comfortably sitting as a de facto president. And you saying he has nothing to lose? He has everything to lose. Because when Cummings beat him, It will put the Liberian people behind Cummings, and Cummings can win the presidency should he become the candidate of the CPP. So I disagree with you on that. Fala Jacob, stop pushing fire. If Cummings debate McGill, then we will say Cummings debated a minister. What wrong with Cummings debating a minister? What is wrong with debating a minister? So you see the problem. The minister is a Liberian. Cummings is a Liberian. Is Cummings a human being and McGill the what? The animal? Stop this kind of nonsense. What does one position in government has to do with the person as a human being? Cummings a human being. McGill a human being. And they say Cummings the Coca-Cola or former executive that he titled, right? McGill titled to a minister. But they are all equally Liberians and human beings. Why they can't debate? They equally own Liberia. Why they can't debate about their country? Can't talk about man go debate minister. So Cummings is too good to debate minister. The only person he can debate a president. You know president, we will not debate Cummings because they're not an area. So who Cummings will debate now from the CDC? Who will come in debate and defeat in the debate on the CDC side to establish himself? It should be anybody from the CDC. Come on, man. Just stop this kind of nonsense, man. What? Just stop that kind of nonsense. Tony K. David, you crazy. He shouldn't have brought this self down to the low-level plateau. You see the kind of thing? Man, get a low-level plateau just because we know now that he's corrupt. Folks, my point I'm making here is that I know McGill is a poor and terrible administrator. McGill and his likes have set our country on the wrong trajectory. That does not make him less of a human being. And anybody should be able to debate him. Anybody who wants to be at that level should be able to debate him. You can't talk about that. He will reduce himself to that. So you counting the other. This is what we do, right? We see others because we own the different political divide as nothing. Jesus Christ. Folks, stop this nonsense. Mr. Martin K. and colleague called for Samuel 12 to debate. I would say Samuel 12 should accept that debate. Samuel 12 not accepting that debate only show that Samuel 12 is weak. He is weak. Go debate Martin and win the debate. The idea that all the person is too good, you'll be bringing yourself to a low-level person is complete nonsense. You are not better than anybody. We are all equally human beings. So that protocol nonsense talk, I'm not buying it. Steve Watson, Cummings will not gain nothing to debate Nathaniel McGill. Oh, my people. Let me see if now the phone lines are here now. Let me start taking calls. Let me leave these comments. The comments, the folks that are making comments, thank you for your comments. I appreciate your comments. You have started a debate here.
Anthony.
So, folks, hold on. Let me get things.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
All right, let me see. Folks, we are about to take the phone calls quickly here. Let me see. The first person who called here, we're going by the order you call. Let me take this one. Phone number ending in 5358. Your name and where you're joining me from.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You have 1 minute. Quickly to the issue. You think Cummings missed an opportunity here or not?
Okay. I'm P. Jimmy Kofa calling from Maryland here in USA.
Thank you. Go to the issue, my brother.
Okay. Mainly, what you just said, Cummings and then McGill couldn't go to a debate. If all that the both of them were on presidential, the both of them were on presidential debate is better. But McGill is a minister, running for presidency. So George Weah should come to the debate with Cummings because Cummings running the same position with George Weah.
You know,
So that's the process.
You know, George Weah will not go to a debate. McGill represent Weah, so why Cummings can't go and debate him? What make you think Cummings is too important to debate anybody? Is he a special human being?
Yeah, but why George Weah will not go? Why George Weah will not go there? Why would make George Weah important not to go there also?
So if Cummings will not go to a debate, then Cummings and Weah is no different. He running away from debate, George Weah running away from debate, so no argument.
No, but whatever McGill will say, George Weah will say that 91 said it. So McGill must be present. I mean, George Weah must be present to the presidential debate.
All right. Thank you for your contribution, my brother. Thank you. Let me take this other caller here. Who is my next caller here? That one is caller with phone number ending in 9011. Your name and where you joining me from. The Cummings makes an opportunity here to unify the CPPRN.
Yeah, but my name is Tony Davis. And let me ask you something, Anthony. I really don't disagree with you a lot on a lot of issues. But man, I think you're dead wrong today. Where have you seen Joe Biden debate with the chief of staff of the United States or the White House? Have you seen that?
Has the chief of staff asked for a debate? Has the chief of staff asked for a debate?
Definitely. He asked it so many times. He asked for debate several times. And the fact of the matter is that Cummings will waste his time with debate.
Then my answer will be Joe Biden missed an opportunity to debate him. Joe Biden is no better than any.
No, he didn't miss don't wait. That's what happened. No way. The issue on the table. Look, McGill got to debate with himself before he debate with Cummings. That's the first thing. Number two,
McGill feels that his president, McGill feels that his government is doing well.
He needs to do. They need to focus their mind. They need to focus their mind on developing the country. Coming up with policy. He talk about, you want to debate with Cummings. Wait. Let me land. Now, here's what happened. The issue on the table is that he's not willing to debate with himself. What is the policy?
All right. Thank you, my brother. Your point is made. Let me go to my other caller here. Thank you for calling. I got a lot of callers here. Let me go through them quickly. The next person in line is the man, Mr. Wetton Ketter. Ketter, maybe we'll have an agreement this time. My man who can see eyeball, he myself can see eyeball to eyeball on the issue. Welcome, my brother. How you doing?
Thank you, brother. No, I'm fine. You?
Quickly, my man.
No, the two callers. The first caller, I said, George Weah and Cummings should debate. Yeah. To be honest with you, George Weah is the president. Cummings is a stand-up bearer, a stand-up bearer, a party chairman. Right. The party was just accredited that, right? So he's a party chairman. He would debate with Molba Molu. That is Pierre right there for now. When the presidency start, when the election start, then he can debate with George Weah as a presidential candidate. So let's take that one from the stage. But I would have agreed if it was before June 7th protest, when Liberia, the government was shaking, the country was shaking. I would agree with you that Cummings could even make his case to Liberian people and have political weight. Not at this time when the government has gained its footing. Cummings cannot in any way,
what kind of footing the government has gained?
This debate.
What kind of footing the government has gained?
To the extent that people that even advocated for Delon to become senator, they are moving from behind Delon. This a clear picture to show you that this government has gained its strength, and that's all we've been saying. And I can be honest with you.
Well,
if there's an election today in Liberia, George Weah will win election again because the Liberian people have seen what George Weah is capable of, what he delivers to the Liberian people. We got the rate is stable. People have been taking pay. They sat home for 5 months. We're all working. They take pay regularly. So what can Cummings come to the table and convince the Liberian people on again?
Well, thank you. Thank you. Everything is bread and butter according to Wetton Ketter here. I think Cummings missed an opportunity. That is my position on this issue. Let me come to the line here again and bring in my man Anthony Gabe, my friend from the ANC. My brother, I propound here is your term. I'm giving you 2 minutes.
Oh man, thanks for having me. You know, I was sitting here listening to my man Keta. You know, I was just cracking up. Look, right? Ansony, you are a talk show host and a political analyst, and I want to commend you for having the courage to do what you do. Okay. But you know, Mr. Cummings is the one who picked his fight. Do you understand that? Yeah. He has the power to pick his fight. Unlike you, you have an opinion of which you are entitled to.
I agree.
No one can take that away from you. Mr. Cummings, on the other hand, too, also has a desire to pick his fight to whosoever he want to pick fight with to succeed in this political spectrum, if I would.
I agree.
You understand that?
I agree.
It's just like hustling so hard to debate Senator Dillon, and Senator Dillon said, listen, my man, you can go wherever you want to go to debate you, and I don't have that thing in common. Some place to sit down.
Right.
You understand that?
Right.
It's the same thing. We will ignore Nathaniel McGill. Yes, he's the chief administrator of the country. That's true. But guess what? Because of his failed policy, my mother, as old as she is, for 5 consecutive days, no, today the 10th day, because 2 weeks now, all right? I'm counting business days. That's why I said 10 days.
Yeah.
All right? $600 to collect that money. Every time she go to the bank, they tell her, open an account. When you open the account, we'll give you some of your money. She does not want to open the account. It's a remittance. This is not the first
Anthony,
time.
That's my argument, right? I said,
this is not the third time.
I get that, my brother. That's my argument. So the political narrative is on the side of the CPP. And Mr. Cummings being the head, he should be able to go to war. I agree with you. He can decide his fight. I'm not taking beef with him that he was wrong. But I'm saying
here's the thing.
It's an opportunity that he's missing here.
He's not missing any opportunity. That's what I said. It is your opinion. You're entitled to that, and I respect you for that, right? But let me say this to you. When Mr. Cummings and Representative Caliber were in Georgia, when that thing happened, did you hear his response to the journalist when he was interviewed?
Oh, yeah. I like his response.
He made
I like his response. And I want to see more of that from him.
So let me tell you something.
I want to see that in the debate.
That's what we can do. When you're on the sideline, the game is being played. Right. You be like, oh, why he didn't do that? Why he didn't do that? It's like a Monday quarterback we play. But I can tell you for a fact, I saw Mr. Cummings debate 2017, and he was very comfortable when it comes to the issue of the economy. What is President George? We are expertise in governance.
Well, the expert for George, we are hold on. We are experts at McGill and 12. Let Cummings go to the debate and destroy this guy, man, and dispose the man and tell the CDC.
Thank you.
You come for your body.
I like the fact
destroy the man and tell the CDC. You come for your body, man. I finished with this guy.
I like the fact that you mentioned one
will be saying, you give me we are.
Yes, man.
Oh man. My man,
okay, hold on now.
Go, man.
So here's the man.
It's an opportunity.
Summer 12. Yeah, I know you're going to go. You mentioned Summer 12. Summer 12 in Philadelphia, and I corner Summer 12. I asked question within 1 minute. Yeah. Here's my question. Minister 12, what would you do to prevent capital flight in the circumstances of Liberia? You, me, anybody else has money can buy 2-3 container ships to Liberia, pay your cost of diesel, sell your goods, and walk away.
I gotta go. I got a lot of callers.
Thank you very much for having me.
Hey, you gotta
no problem, my brother.
So we can discuss more. Yeah. Let me go to my next caller. Yeah, I don't want to keep my callers here waiting. Who is the next person in line here? That is the man Hassan. Hassan, number ending in 0047. Quickly to the issue.
Hey, Ansony, how are you?
I'm doing well, my brother. The Cummings missed an opportunity here. Is Cummings trying to say that he too good here than any other Liberian would not go to a debate?
Well, the elitism of the attitude of some of these guys like Cummings thinking that you're better than other people, that is the problem. Number one, Cummings, you started this debate. You went on the floor and talked about discrediting the government. So McGill said, which of course I agree with them, because he's supposed to be debating Molu because that's how he's a chairman to chairman, you know. But McGill see it in the way that Cummings is a Liberian. Let's take out the red tape. We don't care if you're chairman. Let's come and talk about governance. Let's talk about governance, because as what McGill is saying, as a Coca-Cola and executive, is different from managing the people, because you're going to confront yourself with people's needs. People don't have time to wait whether your government is struggling, not struggling. People want it now. So McGill is telling him, let's talk about that, because you can sit on your campaign trail and just say anything to the people.
Right.
McGill say, let's talk to the Liberian people. Let's see if you can do this job. He missed an opportunity to show himself. You know why he missed an opportunity? Because he knows he cannot talk about anything, because people are taking pay on time now. He cannot talk about it. The U.S. dollar is not inflating. It's not it's steady, and things are about to pick up. So he cannot debate and McGill.
Are you sure, Hassan, things are about to pick up in this Corona time? Hold on there, Hassan. Let me bring in Zina. Hold on, Hassan. Hassan, hold on. Let me bring in Zina. Zina, do you agree with Hassan here?
No, I think that's very pseudo. That's very limited to think that people getting paid, so Cummings doesn't have a point. People supposed to get paid, goddamn. People working, they should get paid. But regardless of that, I think it's very disrespectful to have Cummings to debate what they do, McGill. Cummings wants to stand up there. Why would Cummings go debate McGill? Cummings need to debate somebody of his caliber. Why would being so disrespectful to Cummings?
What he mean is Cummings a God and McGill a devil, or are they not equally Liberians? You know, this kind of elite mindset, you guys need to get away with it. Cummings be able to debate anybody.
It's not about equally Liberian. It's about being the platform that you idea. It's not about being equally Liberian. It's about being the position that you hold. The platform that you carry, not because you Liberian will go debate. No, it's very pseudo to think that way. Cummings is a stand-up bearer. He's a chairman. Bring somebody up similar characteristics. Why will McGill be debating with Cummings? Why would they do that? You said that it's an opportunity for Cummings to explain.
Because they are in the competition for governor issue.
But they both hold different positions.
It doesn't matter.
Secretary of State and presidential.
It does not matter. They are equally Liberians who equally claim to care about the country. So let them debate the issue. It doesn't matter what position the man holds. It doesn't matter.
But when you comparing, gotta be fair when you're comparing. You can't bring a Secretary of State to go be the president.
I've never seen that before. Who want to see a good country? Yes, on that basis, let them debate. The person title has nothing to do with whether or not they love the country. No. And you guys should stop this thing here. This person, because he's minister, and this person is a stand-up bearer, so he's better than the other person. They title thing that we're killing our people in the country. When somebody is a minister, they can't get prosecuted. When somebody is a lawmaker, they can't get prosecuted. The president, we got to get away with this thing. We are equally equal. According to the Constitution, according to the law, all men are equal before the law. And you people will come here and tell me different things? Come on, man, folks. Anyway, conclude, my brother.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to back the disrespectfulness. You're trying to buttress the disrespectfulness as being befell of Cummings. Cummings is a stand-up bearer. He has never happened anywhere before to find stand-up bearer debating with this. You got to standardize a debate. You don't go bring somebody of certain standard. We're not talking about comparing their out abuse. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the platform that they hold, what they represent.
That sounds like because
that's what the discussion is about.
All right. Well, man, thank you for your contribution here. I maintain my argument that Mr. Cummings missed an opportunity to go to a debate with McGill, destroy him, thereby unifying the CPP behind him and establishing his political relevance. he missed that opportunity. The idea that, Cummings is the leader of the CPP and McGill is just a man minister, so he shouldn't debate him. Is the elitist idea is that this person is better than the other because they are holding this position or they have this stature and all that. We need to get away with that thing. These two individuals hold two different views on our governance system. McGill feels that the government is doing well. Cummings believes the government is performing miserably. Why they can't go to a debate? And somebody can tell me, McGill a minister, and Cummings is a chairman of a political party, and Cummings he got good standing. He's a man of stature, and that's complete nonsense. It is Cummings' right to not debate, but don't give me that Coca-Cola argument that Cummings is this person, so he can't debate this person. Debating me and he breaking himself low. What do you mean breaking himself low? That man is a Liberian. I don't like the guy because of how they are running this country. But if he asks me for a debate, I'll go to debate because I love my country. And I'm going to go use that opportunity to tell him that he's not running the country well, that they are destroying everything about the country. I'll go and tell him that, thereby representing the pains and the frustration of the people that they are frustrating. He come and made an argument that they're making Liberian poorer. Go on the debate station and say that. Don't go be in your bag here and say, then few ANC people and CP people clap for you, and you think you have done something. You say, I can't debate that man. The man is dead. The man is corrupt, right? And that's why you clean. Go and debate that corrupt man, destroy him. And look in your face, you are corrupt, and you know it. You stole this money, you stole that money. Go and tell the man. And walk away with pride and dignity. And unify your people behind you. Can't talk about the man too good to debate this person. Nonsense. I say that. Let me take my final caller here. Caller, your number is not showing you are anonymous or you're the only person who has been unmuted. Your name and where you calling me from?
Hey, good afternoon, Ansony.
Yeah, good afternoon. Quickly to the issue.
Are you getting me clear? Okay.
Loud and clear. Quickly to the issue.
Okay. I'm enjoying your work. My name is Dave. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Dave,
you see, I tend to agree with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, I tend to agree with you on, understanding one aspect why we do debate. Mm-hmm. Okay. Part of the reason why you go into debate is to tell your ideas, your agenda. So if I firmly believe in what I believe, if I have an agenda to promote, mm-hmm. I should take advantage of every opportunity to propagate that.
Exactly.
And this is what I expect Liberian opposition to do. To have to take advantage of every opportunity to sell their contrasting agenda to the Liberian people. So if I were in the position of Mr. Cummings, I would take every advantage to sell the ideas, the doctrine, the belief, the philosophy of the CPP.
Exactly.
It can be to elementary students, it can be to kindergarten students, it can be to through whatever means, because I believe in what I believe, that this can advance Liberia to the next level. So it can be McGill, it can be or whoever that wants to provide that opportunity, that avenue for us to have a frank discussion. It's not about the person, but really what I'm trying to do is about me, it's about the CPP, it's about our agenda. So whatever opportunity that presents itself, and we firmly believe in that, I will take advantage of it and promote it. Because I know our ideas, our agenda, our philosophy is better and is good for Liberia.
Exactly.
So I'm not considering whether the stature of this person, who he is and whatever.
No.
But what I am concerned about is how can we better defend our ideas, our philosophy, our platform for Liberia. So Mr. Cummings should come out of his shadow and put forth his belief. It can be in a speech, it can be through debates, it can be on a university campus. Look, when you believe in something, you should be able to defend it at any time, even in your sleep,
Dave,
in your locker room, in your bedroom.
And Dave, here's the thing, right? I don't mean to interrupt you. Mr. Cummings will accept to go to an Atai shop in Necru Town to talk to those folks there. And his supporter will say he's not bringing his cell low. He will go to West Point to talk to the market woman there. They will say he's not bringing his cell low. That's humility right there. I agree with them. But when it comes to debating, the man who carries a consequential power that is suffering the very people in Necru Town in that Atai shop, then they say he's bringing his cell low. What kind of nonsense is that? It doesn't make no sense. Go to this guy and destroy him.
And it does, and you have something that you want to present to the Liberian people. If Cummings has even accepted that and believed firmly in himself, but I don't think McGill was prepared for a debate.
No.
He's just blowing flame. He's blowing smoke. Cummings can go there and propagate what he believes that the CPP can do, in contrast to what the CDC is incapable of doing.
Thank you.
So we have politicians, we should take advantage of every opportunity and sell our agenda.
And that is my point. And that is my point.
That's my
Thank
take on
you so
it.
very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. Thank
No
you so
problem.
very
Thanks.
much, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So, folks, on that note, this is how we will be coming to the end of this broadcast. I am Ansony Sieh. I brought you a political analysis on the McGill-Cummings challenge or debate challenge. Many of you who disagree with me, I understand where you're coming from, but I maintain my disagreement. For many of you to say Cummings going to debate McGill, it means that he's bringing himself down, is preposterous. And you people need to stop. Cummings is not better than any human being. Now you the very self. Cummings, as the leader of the CPP, should be able to go everywhere and anywhere at any time to represent the CPP. He should be able to do that. You guys will celebrate Cummings when he shows up to a slum community to talk to market women. The market women don't carry too much power. You know the person that carries so much power? That we are. That McGill. McGill represents everything that is we are. Why he can't go and debate him and defeat him to cellify the market women in the slum communities? Why he can't do that? What is wrong with that? He will be bringing his salary. The men are minister. Minister is not a human being. Minister is not a human being. Oh, Cummings is a better human being. And this is how we turn our leaders into something else. Instead of our leaders being servants, we turn them into gods. Oh, you're too good. You can't go to that man. You can't debate that man. You can't talk to that person. That person is there. You can't go there. So our political leaders are selective. Very selective where they go. This is not good. You want to represent a country? You want to represent everybody? You want to run a country that is owned by all Liberians? Engage all Liberians no matter who they are. Stop this thing. The opposition people, they're not going on pro-government platform. If I were a major opposition leader, I will go on the opposition platform the most. That's where I will go to engage them. That's why I like my picking George Lobo. George Lobo will go to any platform to debate the issue. George Lobo will appear on Prince Sherry's show and make his sabu to sweat. George Lobo will even go on Michael Gamer's show. He will go to Class D and make him sweat. We must discuss the issue. Some of you will say, oh, George Lobo too good to go on Class D show. Class D, whatever you think he is, are Liberians. We all care about our country. We're just having to disagree on who, on how, and the rest of it. That's what it is. But we equally love our country. It is this sycophancy and love for individuals that has blinded others to the wrongs that are going when their people are in power. And the only way we can change that is to engage them. That's why I love George Lobo. He will go to every platform to debate the issue. And my advice to Mr. Cummings is You should do the same. You should do the same. DeLon should do the same. Benina Ure should do the same. Go to any platform. Anybody invite you, find time and go there. Whether that CDC platform, whether that government platform, go there. They are Liberians. You want to represent them. You want a better country for everybody. Let's say you want to tell me you want a better Liberia for just few people. Do you want a better Liberia for only opposition people? Only opposition people own Liberia? It's the same thing the folks in the CDC doing. They are selected. They don't go to opposition people. As though only sedition owns Liberia. Only sedition owns Liberia, sorry. What kind of nonsense is this? We are not going anywhere with this behavior. And it must stop. And our leaders need to be example. McGill asked for a debate, give him a debate and defeat him. And take that victory to your people. Do you know how good it will sound when Cummings defeats a McGill in a debate and shows up in one of those counties that there's a guy at the executive mansion who called himself a minister for presidential affairs. He calls me to a debate and I whoop him. Do you know how the people will chant? People are hurting. They hold the government responsible and the leaders responsible. They want the opposition to hold these people accountable. How you think you're going to hold these people accountable? How? Oh, you go to your party headquarters, you read one statement, and few people clap. You think that how you're going to do it? You have to hold them accountable in a debate on the issue where everybody is looking. You have a message? Is the narrative in your favor? Go to the debate. Come on, folks. I have to end it here. I want to say thank you for following this broadcast. My name is Ansony Sieh. I brought you a political analysis on the McGill and Cummings debate challenge. I think McGill had all right to call to call Cummings to a debate. McGill had all right to do so. He is a leader in the country. He believes that his government is doing well. I disagree with him 100%. Cummings disagree with him 100%, thereby giving Cummings the best opportunity to show the contrast, to show the contradiction in the national debate. I will have taken that debate. I will go there. I will destroy McGill politically and walk away with that victory, unifying my people behind me, establishing my political muscles, and telling people that Cummings is humble and Cummings can go anywhere and debate anybody. When it comes to the country he wants to serve as president, that he's willing to represent the Liberian people who are suffering under this government. And he's ready to go toe-to-toe with anybody in the government on the issues. That is what I would have done. What a missed opportunity. DeLon sees the opportunity of becoming a senator. Today he's respected in Liberia politically. Even though he's not perfect, he is as flawed as we all are. He has political minuses on his political resume. There are some lies there too. But at least he has the little light that is making sense to many people, to thousands of people. Something that gave him the senatorial slot. He might win it again. So Cummings makes an opportunity. The elitist behavior that we, the supporters of this leader, accord them consciously or unconsciously. We need to stop that. Encourage our leaders to go and debate the issue. Start talking about you too good to debate this person, you'll be breaking yourself low. What do you mean breaking yourself low? Is he a better human being than any other person? No, he's not. Is that why you people want us to believe here? That Cummings is a better human being than McGill because McGill is corrupt? Is that why you're trying to say here? So who's supposed to hold McGill accountable? And how is he supposed to hold McGill accountable? By reading statement at a party headquarters and few of you clap? Complete nonsense. McGill was right to ask for a debate. Cummings missed that opportunity. That debate, Cummings who have gained a lot. McGill has a lot to lose if he gone to that debate, had Cummings accepted, because he thinks that he's doing well and Cummings was going to prove that he's not doing well. Cummings has said it in his statement. I don't know how far that statement gone. Imagine a video going around the country with Cummings in a political battle with McGill, where he demolished him completely. Imagine that. Imagine how the very ANC folks now who are saying all these things will be celebrating. Imagine how the CPP folks will be celebrating. I like George Lobo. He goes everywhere because he trusts himself. He believes he has a message. He believes he can articulate the issue. He believes the narrative is on his side. That's the kind of leader we want. On that note, folks, here I got to leave you. My name is Ansony Sieh, the host of the Hour of Politics here, Focus on Liberia. And I brought you a political analysis on the McGill and Cummings debate challenge. I want to leave with this with you. Corona is real. Yeah, I Focus on Liberia, we are saying to you, don't forget, keep yourself safe. Here, we educate, we elevate, and promote all things Liberia. Like our Facebook page. Go to our YouTube channel and also subscribe. And you will get every show that you might have missed. Thank you. I have a song for you. And that song says we are all Liberians. Bye-bye.
We are Liberians. Liberia is our home. Liberian people. Liberia.